welcome to the Irresistible Marketing Pod, the podcast that turns your most awkward emotions into selling superpowers. I'm your host, Isa Gauchi, your marketing confidence cheerleader and owner of the Isa Messaging digital marketing agency for small business baddies. Today, we're talking about why it's important to untangle your internal sense of safety from your business KPIs or key performance indicators, especially money, and why you absolutely must untangle your internal sense of safety from these KPIs if you want to create irresistible marketing, that is. Here we go. So there was a time that lasted for quite a while in my business when I thought I would never, ever get to feel safe until I had a certain amount of money, customers, and followers. So I kept showing up to my marketing needing something from everyone who saw it. And that is validation and some cold, hard cash, please. But that made it feel like less of an offer and a whole lot more like pressure to those on the receiving end of that marketing. Because instead of offering them something that they want, I was like, please give me safety. But eventually, I've been able to flip my definition of safety to this. I can trust myself to handle whatever comes my way with grace. And with this new definition of safety, it means that I feel safe if 2 people like my post or if 2 million people like my post. I'm safe if I fuck up in public and get called out. I'm safe if my launch flops. I'm safe if someone thinks I shouldn't dance like that on my business socials and makes a fuss about me being too slutty or whatever. I'm safe if I'm not used to serving 20 clients at once or 200 clients at once and there are some growing pains and they have to learn to bear with me. This means I'm safe when I'm broke as fuck, and it means I'm safe when I'm rich as fuck. And with this new internal definition of safety, the energy of my marketing has changed. And when the energy of my marketing has changed, you might have noticed, if you follow me on the socials, that people kind of show up out of the blue asking to work with me. There have been offers I've made that have sold less than 1 minute after I posted them. Now, how would that feel? Getting a sale like less than 60 seconds after posting it. Feels pretty good, let me tell you. I promise you, feels great. And when I was in that energy of, I don't get to feel safe until someone or enough people like this post, or I don't get to feel safe until I have X many followers, or I don't get to feel safe until I've made this many sales. That puts like a whole, not only that puts so much pressure on the people receiving the marketing, because not only do they have to give me money, but they also have to validate me, and they also have to make me feel safe. So they have to hold up a heavy load on their end of the bargain to take me up on my offer. There's a big cost to paying me when that's the case. But when I'm validating myself, when I already feel safe and I'm genuinely showing up and making an offer, and I feel safe making that offer, and I already know it's fabulous, and I'm saying, I know this is amazing. I know this is going to change lives. And if you want this energy, if you want this transformation in your life, here's the exchange I need to provide you with the absolutely most magical, best service possible. Then that's a very different energy to bring to marketing. That's much more inviting. That's much more welcoming. That's much more attractive. Like, that's hot. It's sexier. It's magnetic, because I'm not putting all this emotional weight on whether or not they want it, on whether or not they engage, and whether or not they buy. I guess like the word that keeps coming to my mind right now is hot. You know, if you parallel this to dating, it's like the person that's like, I know I'm hot. I know you want me. And you're like, yep. Like, not in an arrogant way, like, but like, I know I'm hot and I know you're hot and let's be hot together is a fun energy instead of the like, oh my God, do you like me? Can you please reassure me I'm likable? Like that's a very different vibe. So back on track, Issa. Went off a little sideways. But anyway, my content, since I have started defining safety as I can trust myself to handle whatever comes my way with grace, and so now it's an internal safety that I give myself. It's something that I can give to myself whenever, no matter what's going on outside, no matter what's happening with my money, no matter what's happening or not happening on my social media. My content, the feeling of it feels really magnetic, and my marketing feels like I'm showing up with something to give, something to offer, not just to ask. And the reasoning behind this is that it really all boils down to this. I can't control what other people do. You can't control what other people do. I mean, I guess you could try if you want to be gross and authoritarian, but like, that's not fun for all involved. And then you'll create rebels, and then there's like coups, and then you'll get dethroned or whatever. I don't know. Okay, rein it back in, you said. Ultimately, we can't control what other people do. We can't control how other people want to spend their money, the words they say, whether or not they like us, whether or not they think that our work is going to help them, whether they think we're too expensive or too cheap. We can't control whether other people will be cruel or even violent. So if my internal sense of safety depends entirely on other people, safety is going to be pretty chaotic. And safety is not going to be something I can count on ever, because I can't do anything to give myself safety. Safety always comes outside of me at the whim of others. And that sounds kind of awful to me. When I was living that way, like safety is only external. Safety is only something that happens when other people decide to be safe or decide to give me safety. Like, honestly, that fucking sucked. It was a terrifying way to go through the world. It was really scary. It was really hard on my body and my nervous system. So I would much rather find a way to give safety to myself. And so deciding to redefine safety for myself is that I will trust myself to handle whatever comes my way with grace has been something that's really, really worked for me, along with some tools of bringing it into my body, staying present, staying connected, grounding myself, opening myself to other answers, to other possibilities, stopping doom spiraling, imagining what can go right. I have all these ways where I interrupt the ways I've been conditioned and trained by society and my upbringing, etc., and that I find a lot of other women entrepreneurs in particular, and BIPOC and queer and trans and other entrepreneurs who have been marginalized in this society, where we've been trained that to keep ourselves safe, we need to appease others, the people that have oppressed us for centuries and centuries, going back forever. Like, we literally can't stay alive unless we appease our oppressors, which means there's parts of ourselves we have to hide. There's parts of ourselves we have to make quiet. We have to make smaller and less threatening. And unlearning that conditioning is can be really of a mindfuck when we go into business for ourselves, because all these ways we learn to navigate oppressive systems and oppressive contexts, we wind up replicating when we don't do our shadow work and we don't do our inner work. And so if you need some support being like, I don't need to replicate these toxic oppressive systems when I build my own business, when I do my own marketing, when I do my own stuff, here are some other ways where I can build ease into this, where I can build trust of myself into this, where I can gift this all the safety and validation I need to myself, where I can be a good boss to myself, where I can give myself love, nurturing, care, and lead with love instead of fear and oppression. Even if my business is one person and it's me, then please come to Marketing Witchery Week, where I'm going to share all of the tools that have helped me build a business like that for myself and all of my clients in my marketing confidence cheerleading services, where we are working on this together so that we can make the world a better place and we can get money into the hands of the people who have been without it for way too long, and who, when we get it, we do good things with it. We help our people, we help our communities, we change power dynamics, and we give back to earth. We make things sustainable. We make a better world for the babies. So if that's in line with your values and your vision, come to Marketing Witchery Week, because business doesn't have to suck. We don't have to punish ourselves to get money. We don't have to make work hard and grueling, and we can stop being toxic to ourselves in the name of professionalism, even though that's how we had to and how our forebears had to for so long in these unfortunately oppressive systems we came up in. So, Marketing Witchery Week. It's next week. It's May 22nd through 26th. It's 1 hour, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's recorded, so you can get the replay if that timing doesn't work great for you. All virtual, so you can attend wherever you are in the world. And what it is I basically teach you emotional superpowers to master irresistible marketing. So over the course of 3 interactive workshops and 2 group coaching sessions, I will teach you how to source an internal sense of safety, even in the most uncertain of circumstances. I will teach you how to alchemize anxiety into creative energy, because that's really all anxiety is. It's creative energy that we can redirect away from everything that could go wrong into everything that could go right, and how to smooth our fear into an incredible ability to nurture ourselves and others, because fear is just a deep indication of how much our bodies love us and how much we love our people, our communities, things we value and treasure. So why don't we turn that into positive action to nurture and protect and to love and care for our people, that can be reflected and become really welcoming, inviting, magnetic, deliciously beautiful marketing. Very, very, very inviting. In other words, over 5 days, 5 short hours, you learn emotional superpowers you can use to create your own irresistible marketing moving forward. And the best part, it's less than $100 for the whole thing. It's $99 for an all-access pass, and that includes all 3 workshops, the 2 group marketing confidence cheerleading calls, which is basically like a hybrid business coaching / marketing consulting session. You also get 2 recorded guided meditations that you can just have with you in your back pocket whenever you need them in the future. And you get my favorite tarot spreads for marketing confidence and creativity. So if you're ever feeling tongue-tied, having writer's block, at a loss for what to say to promote your offers, you have these spreads that are like pretty much guaranteed to spark your creativity. So no writer's block on my watch. These tarot spreads are fantastic for planning your content calendar, what to write in your copy, or just like giving you inspiration for what to go live on and share with your people that day. You can also get access to the individual workshops and replays for $25 each if one speaks to you more than the other. So links for how to do all of that are in the show notes. Just make sure you get on it fast, because we start on Monday and I don't want you to miss this incredible opportunity. All right, witches, I'll see you there. I love you all.